Hello and welcome back to another video covering some junky thinking. So it's too difficult. This feels impossible. Mary, what's your thoughts on this one?
Well, it's too difficult, you know, temporary discomfort. Yeah, it can feel difficult for sure, but it's temporary. Difficult long term being stuck in an addiction. Now that's really difficult. But what was interesting about this one is the same thought. The next thing that came up, or one of the next things that came up was this just it can't be this simple. It has to be more complicated than this. Which is again, if it's more complicated, then what does that imply? There's more I have to figure out. Because what followed this thought is the script is too simple. We can combine these junky thoughts here. The script is too simple, and I know that this person also said, well, Mary and Tom are just going to say it's junky thinking, just use the script. The script is too simple. So it must be more complicated than this. Like I need to deal with all of the issues from my past and therapy and all this. I need to deal with all of these things because this is just too simple. When, if you think about it, it's got to be more complicated. So I haven't figured it out yet. Complete the junky thought. Then what? Okay, I haven't figured it out yet. So I need to keep engaging in the behavior and then figure that out or whatever. But it is incredibly simple, and all of those other things can get figured out later, but they're not related. I mean, other than maybe difficult things in your past got you started in an addictive behavior. There's that. That's probably, part of it. And figuring some of that stuff out will help you. But not letting the addictive part of the mind use, I got to figure it out. It's so much more complicated than this to get you to engage, because then you never get free of the behavior and have mental clarity enough to be able to go and maybe get a different perspective on some of the things that might have caused you to be more susceptible to addiction to begin with.
Yeah,
But
I
it's,
want to just clarify something there because you said some of that stuff will help you in the context of learning more about what led to the addiction in the first place. And I know what you meant by that. You meant, yeah, that stuff will help you maybe in life as a whole. When it comes to addiction recovery, that's not going to help you. It's not going to, you don't need any more help other than phase one, phase two, phase three in this program and the script. Everything that you could want is covered in those classes. And this is junky thinking that I used to have very, very often. I used to always think there was more to learn. Once I've got this, then I've figured out how to quit. And that really kept me stuck for such a long period of time because I ended up becoming what I would call a circle person. So someone who's just going around in circles, trying to find a new method, trying to find a new hack, the new tip, whatever it is to quit porn. But doing that in itself is all just part of the addicted mind's ploy to try and get you in this state of helplessness where you feel like you don't have a solution to the problem that you want to solve. The truth
right.
is, at this point in the program, you have the solution, and it's just a case of whether you choose to willingly accept the temporary discomfort, use the solution, use the tool, use the script in particular, is what I'm on about here, or choose not to. And that's an option that you have. You have option A, you have option B. So it's all a choice. Everything's already covered. And now with the junky thinking videos, we're just kind of reiterating and reinforcing this method even further. But even these videos you don't need to watch because by the time you've got a script, you actually have everything you need to have success in quitting addiction. But you may not have everything you need in life to have success as a whole, but that's a different ball game, and we don't need to deal with that right now because you can get onto that once you're through addiction.
And this, back to just the basic junky thought, it's too difficult, this feels impossible. Yeah, it's designed. The addictive part of the mind is 100% getting you there through questioning yourself, questioning the method. It's keeping you from the script. You're in unanswerable questions. Yeah, it feels impossible. You feel completely helpless. but it's by design. It's like, pull yourself out of that. I know, period. Not knowing is not the problem. What's the one relevant question? What am I choosing to do and why at this moment? I'm going to treat these thoughts. I'm going to pull myself out of this spin, and I'm going to think it through rationally with my script, because I've been given this tool. I've added all my personal documentation to it. This is a tool that is going to have me rationally think through these desires, think and get out of this spin of this impossible questioning. Yeah, it feels impossible because you're falling prey to the spin that's created by the addictive part of the mind, you know? Hell yeah, it feels impossible and difficult because it's designed to make you feel that way, because guess what? It leads to helplessness, which leads to fuck it. Then you go and engage in the porn to get out of that feeling, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks again for sharing this chunky thinking with us, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Thank you.